Cosmic. Hey, Covert. How's it going? Hey, Funky. So I'm just getting some set up. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's ace time. It's ace time. Hey, Lincoln. You're just here for the vibes. Cool. Am I auto-hosting? No, I haven't auto-hosted yet. The update is out, but I'm not auto-hosting right now, Tommy. Alright, let's get hyped. So yeah, we got some emerald. Okay, so this is going to be a little tutorial on how to do some really crazy stuff in Ace, which is, for those of you who are not aware, is arbitrary code execution. Yeah, I think everything is... no, Sysbot base isn't updated yet. Or rather, it might not need an update, but I'm not going to mess around with it until everything's updated. Atmosphere is still in pre-release, so I'm not going to mess with it. Anyways, so, for those of you who are not aware, ACE stands for Arbitrary Code Execution, which is... Well, I'll go into it, don't worry, Hetty. Essentially, it is a way for people to put in, through either inputs or characters or something, it creates code that the game then calls as if it was the game's code itself. And so you're basically making the game run code as if it was, you know, its own code. And with that, you could do some crazy stuff. So I'm going to show off some Pokemon here. So for this glitch, and it's also known as the Pomeg Berry glitch, but we need a few things. First off, you need pluses and dots. These are trade Pokemon that you can obtain in Emerald. But dots you get in Rustboro by trading a Ralts to a little boy, and pluses you get from trading a Volbeat to a guy in Fortree. Hey, Zundamouse. Yeah, so you need these two Pokemon. Dots is specific. Needs specific EVs. It needs 17 HP and 6 attack EVs, and nothing else. No other EVs. Also, I have the other moves don't matter, but having Flash in the last slot is important. Pluses doesn't need any EVs or anything like that, but you do need to delete all the moves except for Growl off of it, which is a move deleter, so don't worry about that. You can just do that. So you can do this. Now, these are really important, and if we do anything with them and lose them, we're kind of screwed. So I'm going to show off another fun little glitch that you can do without any CFW. This is just something you could do for free. And we're going to go ahead and make some clones of these Pokemon. So you go to the Battle Frontier. And this is all explained in Papa Jeffe's video. This is where I'm getting all this information, basically. But, so you go in here to the Battle Frontier. Alright, now I'm going to boot this. Go to the PC. Move some Pokemon into boxes. We'll use box 7 for this purpose. I'm going to go ahead and get my party Pokemon, and I'm going to move whatever Pokemon you want. This doesn't have to be pluses and dots, it could be any Pokemon. But I'm going to go ahead and move them into the box here, just like that. And I'm going to leave the box. And I'm going to save. Yep, just overwrite your save. There you go. Save. Now go back into the PC. And go ahead and move these Pokemon back into your party. And I'll explain what's happening in just a second. Go ahead and put them back in your party. Don't save or anything after this. Just exit out. And now walk over to this lovely woman over here. And then go ahead and we're going to execute a... we're going to do the challenge. Okay, yep, whatever. You could go ahead and pick 2 Pokemon. It doesn't matter which Pokemon you pick. Confirm. Now she's going to say, before entering the battle room, your progress must be saved. Is that okay? Say yes here. Now, it says, would you like to save the game? Don't save the game, though. Just reboot the game. Reboot the game. So what happens here is, what happens is that first save saves your party, but it doesn't save your boxes. So when you made that first save, right after you put them into the box, you save the boxes. So everything that's in the boxes is saved. But then that second save saves your party. But since you moved them into your party and didn't do a full save, now they exist in both the box and in the party. So let's go here. We'll go ahead and we'll load this up. Okay, yeah, we've got our party. That's great. And now we're going to go ahead in our box. Move Pokemon. And there's dots and pluses right there. And in our party. There you go. So you can clone any Pokemon you want in this game just by using Battle Frontier. This is doable on cartridge, on emulator, anything. Hey, my Aspel. So yeah, you could go ahead and clone whatever Pokemon, and that's not just limited to dots and pluses. I'm going to need a few more clones of these Pokemon, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna need more clones of these. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna be doing the cloning in box 2, since that's where we're gonna be doing the actual glitch. So give me a second here. Yeah, I know, I hacked. It's a hack. It's a glitch. All right. I'm gonna put them there. I'm gonna free up some spot. I do know. Alright. I'm gonna free up 1 extra spot so that I can do more cloning at once. Put this Wingull in here for now. And then back to 2. Alright. And I'm putting them in a specific order here for the glitch. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the Pomeg Berry glitch to create an egg. And then we're gonna name our boxes somewhat arbitrary names, and then we're going to hatch that egg, and we're going to, as a result, get some cool stuff. So let's go ahead and save. Some would say it's arbitrary, and some would say it then executes code. Alright, yeah, we'll just go ahead and withdraw all these Pokemon again. Just look at me, I just chilling with my casual. All my dots, everything, and then we're gonna go ahead and just make more clones. Yep. I would love to take your challenge. Confirm. Yep, we want to do this first save, and this is when it saves the party but doesn't save your boxes, and then just restart. And there's very little chance that it'll cause any corruption to your game. You should be fine. Alright, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and deposit these Pokemon. Okay, now we go ahead and save again. We're gonna try to get about 3 rows of Pokemon here, so that it gives us a better chance of getting what we want. So I'm just cloning a few of these. Alright, yep. But yeah, specifically you want to go pluses, dots, pluses, dots, pluses, dots, pluses, dots, so on and so forth. going to do this again. Don't worry, Hetty. This part is just me setting up the box, essentially. But it's okay to be... This is really weird stuff, to be honest. And restart. Yeah, I know. The ace is weird, but you can do things like, with ace, you can give yourself, like, the old C map. Or you can find out your, you can find out your secret ID without needing SID or without needing CFW or an emulator or anything. Yep, so now we have two full rows of this. Oh wait, no, hold on. Whoops. I have to save first. Yeah, okay, we're still good. Yeah, I know, I didn't mess around with stuff before either, but this is just delightfully insane. So after we do this... No. Oh, I do not want to say. After we do this... Wait, did I withdraw them? No, I forgot to withdraw them. I already did clone my Blaziken once. Alright, so this will be almost done after this. We want to get 3 full rows, just to give us the best chance. But yeah, you can give yourself infinite items, you can do a whole bunch of weird stuff. You can create an egg out of nothing, you can create any Pokemon out of nothing, you can change the pit of Pokemon. It's some crazy stuff. Because essentially you're just executing code. And the game doesn't know. The game is just executing code. How do you hack? I don't know, Lincoln. I don't know. Nobody knows. Yeah, I actually looked. I don't know. It might be possible for me to make a shiny Mewtwo egg, but it might also be really difficult. Yes, you could also use this clone glitch to remove the bad eggs, which I'll show you what a bad egg is once we actually get to that part. But yeah, essentially, if you... Nope, whoops. Yeah, but yeah, you can. You can, in fact, use this glitch to remove bad eggs. I'm not going to go over that, but you can. Alright, we're going to call it after this. I think this is enough for our purposes. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to box 8. I'm going to grab this Wingull. And, alright, so now we're actually going to do the glitch. So I'll show you my party setup for this. Let me save the game first. Alright. So now we're going to actually be doing the glitch. So I'll show you my party setup. You're going to need 3 Pokemon for this. The first Pokemon we have is an Oddish that's fainted. It's important that you have the first Pokemon fainted. It doesn't matter what it is, but I have an Oddish that's fainted, so it's perfect for those purposes. You need to have a Pokemon that is going to be the Pokemon that we're going to use the Pomeg Berry on. I'm going to use a Shuppet because it has Curse. It also has odd HP, so that I can get it down to 1 HP easily, and then Pomeg Berry it, and I'll show you what happens then. And then you're going to want to have a third Pokemon. Again, it doesn't matter what Pokemon is in that slot. But yeah, we're all set to do the Pomeg glitch. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to fly to... I'm going to remember how to fly. Okay, I can change a shiny egg into a Mewtwo. Perfect. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, the generator doesn't have a thing specifically for, like, making a shiny egg of anything. Anyway, I'm going to save the game here, and I'm not going to save again until after I finish the glitch. So the first things first is we're going to get into some battles, which, yeah. The reason I picked this area is because the Pokemon here only have normal type attacks, so they can't actually damage the Shuppet, which allows me to just curse it. So I'm going to use Curse, which reduces its HP by 50%. And then I'm going to run. And now I'm going to repeat that one more time, so then the Shuppet's at 1 HP. Here we are. Yeah, exactly. This is the same area as the guide. Okay, so now the Shuppet's at 1 HP. Tackle won't work. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to run. So now the next part, we're going to get into one more random battle. Perfect. So it's going to go ahead, it's going to throw out the Shuppet. Now we're going to switch Pokemon to the one that's alive. And then we're going to run. Alright, perfect. We're all set up for the glitch now. And the reason we do that is because then it screws up in the game's memory what Pokemon is supposed to be thrown out. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and deposit this Pokemon into box. Deposit the one that's alive, not the Shuppet or the fainted Pokemon. And we're just going to store that in box 8. Don't have any Pokemon in like box 11 through 14 or boxes 1 through like 4. Except for the Pokemon in 2, which are the dots and what do you call it? Dots and pluses. Alright, now we close out the box. And we're going to go into our bag, and I'm not going to generate one, I'm going to RNG one. I'm going to go ahead and find our berries, and use a Pomeg berry on the Shuppet, which has 1 HP. When you do that, its base HP falls. And now if we look at our Pokemon summary, which we're not going to actually look at our Pokemon summaries, we're just going to look at our party, you can see that the Shuppet is now fainted as well, because its HP decreased down to 64. And so it's dead. So we have two fainted Pokemon in our party, and we have somehow we're still walking around. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a random battle, and we're going to throw out the Decamark. This is called the Decamark. That's a Decamark. So what do we want to do is we go to Pokemon. We're going to look at the summary of one of our Pokemon. Don't touch anything else. And then back out. Back out again. And now I'm going to hold the up button for about 5-ish seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now cancel out. And you can't fight bag or run or anything. You can't fight or Pokemon or anything, but you can run, which will then just cause you to white out. Yeah, and that is a fan-made name, Decamark. There's no official name for this. It's a glitch. So we white it out. We're done. So now we want to go ahead and check to see if the glitch works. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, let's go ahead and Pokemon. We're going to go to box 2. Alright, you can see that our dots and everything changed into eggs. So these are bad eggs. These are not hatchable. So these are not what we want. Oh, there's an egg. Okay, perfect. We want an actual egg. That egg is good. That's perfect. Another bad egg. A lot of bad eggs. Oh, another egg. Okay. Perfect. Now, one thing that you could do is you can also you can clone these eggs, by the way. So, you know, once you have the egg, you can clone it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one nice and safe in box 7, where it will not harm anyone, and I can clone it later for more fun. do that. Alright, now I put one egg in my party. I'm going to save the game. Alright, so the next part. I'll go ahead and find all the codes here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and share a site. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, so this is a site, Slupner's Basement. I'll put it in, yeah, I'm going for the old sea map. I'll put it in the Discord and everything. But this has the arbitrary codes. We're going to go to the second list of codes for name, box name execution, Pokemon Emerald. And you can see a whole lot of them. Yeah, increase the amount of battle points, access the backyard of the day card, read the pit of the Pokemon in box 9, slot 27, nickname any Pokemon name, whatever. Unlock Faraway Island via mystery gift. That's what we want to do. But yeah, you can see there's a whole bunch of other stuff. Make the roamers reappear. Yeah, you know, just cool stuff. Okay, so this is the actual what the code itself does. You don't have to worry about that. The important part here, yes, there is. There is also a way to. There's also a way to glitch yourself directly to the island, but this way we're going to unlock it. So we have to execute this code inside the Pokemon Center of Mauville City. So we're going to have to go to Mauville City, but we're going to have to rename the boxes, all these things. And so here we go. Let's go ahead and get set up. So we've got our Dots egg in there. We've got Fly here. We're gonna go ahead and fly to Mauville Pokemon Center. I much prefer the emerald look of Mauville, by the way, to like the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save right here. And now I have to rename a whole bunch of boxes. So give me 1 second. Because you have to have these boxes named precisely right. But yeah, the box names is what actually executes the code. Okay, so it needs to be, that's a righty. Righty. Alright, so we name that box. So we're just going to be naming these a whole bunch of stuff here. Space. Question mark. What are these? Righty. And it's important that you do these exactly right. You can't get these wrong. So if it's a right thing or not, you have to make sure you get it right. All right. That. Oh, and then another space. Okay. Box 3 is named. I'm not sure actually, Zundamouse. righty. C exclamation point, lowercase n, 2 spaces. Box 4 is EF 6 exclamation point, lowercase n, and 3 spaces. Alright, this one is 1. Oh, wait, no, I needed that. 1/9 N F. Exclamation point, lowercase n. All right, we're almost halfway through. I know this is slow, and I'll save afterwards, so we can always do this again later. 6 exclamation point n. This one's a 0, not an O. Space. Alright. We're in box 7 now. So this is actually halfway. Question mark. Righty. One space. Question mark, lowercase q, ends with 2 spaces. What's the question? It's just, I mean, this is just naming them this way causes the ASCII to be read as binary or read as assembly, which yeah, which causes this to then execute code. Now, this one's mflow. Lowercase l, yep. And ends with 3 spaces. mflow. Box 9. Y. Box 10. Yeah, ROM, why not? Starts with a space. Question mark. Righty. F, G, space. Box 11 is question mark. Righty. Space. Yeah, we actually had this one earlier. but it's here again to do more code. Question mark. Q ends with 2 spaces. Box 12 gets named E. Oh, this one's a lefty. Interesting. Lefty. S. T. N. Okay, and now box 13, our second to last one. Y. N for why not? And literally, why not? Question mark. Sorry. F N R O. And then box 14 is named S S N Okay, at this point, we should be good. Okay, there we go. Go ahead and save it. I know, that was, now I'm not doing the challenge. I wasn't even paying attention to it, Thunderbow, sorry. I was kind of focused on this. Now go ahead and go double check. Yep, we got all our boxes named that. Okay. So we got an egg in our party. Let's just double check and make sure we got the egg in our party. Alright, now the goal is we just hatch it. So let's just hatch this egg. I'm going to go ahead and do some speed up here just so we can just do this faster. Might take a little while. But if we did it right, we should get what we're looking for. Speed! And what we're looking for is speed, apparently. I like how fast it sounds. Yeah, it's a OX611 time. You only have it on one smart device? I didn't realize that. Come on. Man, this egg's taking a long time. It's making sounds. It's about to hatch. It's been about to hatch for a while now. Can't run either, but I have to hatch it in this specific spot. I don't know anyone who reads a EULA. Why do they only allow you one smart device? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, one day this... There we go. Alright, so this is good. So this does a certificate that we're going to just close out of. And now we're going to talk to this guy right here. Yeah, I'm Cappy. And there we go. We have the old C map. Yeah, why not? Let's use it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and save the game too. But there you go. Now we have the old C map. Nice that it worked first try, thank goodness. You can actually use the glitch to complete the Pokédex without actually completing the Pokédex too. Oh, hey, we got Pokerus, too. Who got Pokerus? Don't look at that thing, by the way. Don't look at its summary. Don't look at it. That seems slightly glitched. We're just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna ignore it. Oh, Dots always gets Pokerus? Alright. Oh, there is a way to release the bot, release that weird mark thing. You have to have it in your party. Oh wait, yeah, okay. You have to switch it. Okay, switch it to the lead of your party. Okay. Now go up into your PC. Move Pokemon. Go to Party Pokemon. Release. And we don't need it anymore, so that's why I'm releasing it. That's the only way to safely release the Pokemon. If you do not release the Pokemon that way, it will crash your game. It was very odd-oddish. Alright, anyway, so yeah, now we got this old sea map. I don't know what we're going to do with it. So let's go ahead and go to Lily Cove City. And let's change the title of this stream, by the way. Fly us all the way to Lily Cove. Yep. Well, I can't transfer this one up right now, but eventually, maybe. I plan to. I'm getting a DS Lite and everything so that I can. All right, so here we go. It's not glitched. It's not glitched. It would theoretically work, I think. I'm pretty sure you can. Alright, so now we go to Faraway Island. Yeah, it goes to bank. It's not legal, but home doesn't care. So you can transfer it. Here we are. We're on Faraway Island now. And let me just... because people have probably never been to Faraway Island. There's this little thing. If any human sets foot here again, be it a kind-hearted person. With that hope I depart. Just left a sign there, I guess. Just, you know, why not? The music's actually pretty sweet. This is good music. Very few people have ever seen this, you know? Oh yeah, there's like a little maze you gotta get through to get to the view. Here we are. Here we are. Alright, there's Mew. There's a little mini game that you have to do in order to catch it. I'm gonna go ahead and chase it. Alright, Mew should be right there. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And now that I've saved, let me go ahead and make sure that I got the Mew right there. Nope, I didn't get the Mew. I can't... The problem is I don't know how to play this minigame. I think I have to like chase it to like the... This is fun. Currently chasing a mythical Pokemon. It's down here now. At least there's no encounters here. Yeah, it's like the Mew moves several steps while you don't. I think it's right there. Right? Does that mean it's right there? Okay. Alright, sweet. Okay. Alright. So now let's go ahead. Yeah, I bonked on it. Okay. So now go ahead and let's load up our Lua console here. Yeah, I guess I did have it earlier. No, I tried. I tried clicking on it, but it didn't. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We got it. We got it. Alright. So we got a console. And our Mew is right there. Right? Yeah. Okay, it's still right there. Okay. So now normally we would have our initial seed of 0, which is going to take us for freaking ever to get anything with good IVs. Like, we can find a shiny easily, but I want a really good Mew. I don't want a crappy Mew. I want the Mew Deluxe. So there's a thing that you can do, actually, and it involves paintings. And I'll show you what it looks like later, but if you look at the paintings in Lily Cove City, it actually changes your initial seed. And then if you go ahead and record a battle video, that battle video will actually save your whatever seed you're at. So then if you go back later and look at the battle record, now you can see that my initial seed has completely changed. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this battle. Oh no, I only do it for things that are like really rare or exciting, like legends or let's say a shiny Mew that you normally could not obtain anywhere else. So anyways, we're just gonna have to watch this battle video. But you can see that the advance is also reset too. So now let's go ahead, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up so that we get through this battle faster. Just to get out of this video. God, just end this video. There we go. Okay. And so you can see here, we're all ready to do Mew, and we're at a completely different seed. What? Yeah, my Pokemon lost. I just went into a battle. You don't have to win or lose. But yes, I lost to a Charmander. Whatever. So sue me. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch over here. Now, this will be on the website soon. This will be on the website soon. I spent some time working on it. We're not going to use PokeFinder today. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead and implement my trainer ID. Put in my secret ID because I know it. Method 1. Mew is a Method 1 static Pokemon. This is going to be changed eventually. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm currently working on implementing wild RNG as well. Always go ahead and put that in. I need to copy the seed. The seed here is normally I just had a default to, yes, I did sort of RNG the TID. It's more complicated. You can't do it without an emulator right now. I'm going to go ahead and put in the seed that I got. Normally it's zeros. That's why I had a default to 0. Starting advance 0 there. And this is Lincoln. This is using Numba. This is using Numba Pokemon RNGs, your repository. Thank you so much for it. Go ahead and yeah, you know what? F it. Let's just put in 6IV. 6IVs, shiny only. Let's go ahead and see. Do we get any results in, let's say, the first 100,000 advances? Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's almost like I knew this seed would give me this. Here we go. At advance 30,406. At advanced 30,406, we'll see a square shiny 6IV modest. Hold on, one more time. Genderless, yeah. Ability 1, HP Dark, HP Power 70 Mew. Yeah, I know, Lincoln, I know. Just go with it. Just let the magic happen, dude. So there we go. We're looking for advanced 30406. And yeah, this will be on the website soon enough. I'm going to put it in there. Thank you again to Thank you very much to Lincoln for creating the Pokemon Number RNG's library. I used his LC RNG implementation for this, and as you can see, it works like a charm. All right, so we need to get to advance 30,000. We still have to get to advance 30,000, which will take us a little while, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed. But if you do things right, and you have the Lua, you can hit essentially any initial seed you want with painting RNG, with painting RNG, and then get however many advances you need to do in order to get your cool Pokemon. I can only do it because I'm on an emulator. Takes normally you can't do this, so we're just gonna hang out here forever. Yeah, there's an emulator feature to increase your speed. Yeah, just speed up. That's all it is. I just sped up the game since it's 6400. The flowers are vibing. Alright, so we're already at 20,000 advances. Yeah, it's not increasing the advances, it's just increasing the game speed. It would be funny if it had a speed up feature. That would be incredible. So 30,406 is our magic number. I didn't put in any delay, so if there is delay, we'll go ahead and double check and figure out what the delay is. Alright, just so I don't have to do that again, I'm going to go ahead and make a save state too, since I'm on an emulator. Hetty, you ready for some fun? Alright. 406. I'm going to go ahead and advance the last couple of them myself. 30,406. Hold X. Ah, we missed. We missed. That's okay though. Now we just figure out what we did hit here. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and... This is actually good to figure out your delay, people. No, it's okay. This is why I did a save state. It's perfectly fine. And even I don't even need to do a save state for this because I have the battle video. I can get back to this seed whenever I want to. I just have to get to the same advance. But that's okay. That's okay. We do this for purpose. We and the battle video. We do this to test. Okay, so let's go ahead and check around. Oh, well, let me bring up the page. So we're going to start at starting advance. We'll do 30,000. We'll do 30,000. We'll go. Let's go 1,000. Let's go 100 advances. Check around there. Turn off the filter. And all right, let's just do that. And now I'm just going to search for the PID that we did hit, just to see if I can find it. EC2C6. Nope, that didn't show up at all. Okay, that's fine. We'll do 1,000 advances. E38464FP. Yep. EC2C 6FO2. Okay, we hit 30,514. So we're trying to hit 30,406. We hit 30,514. We can calculate our delay off of that. And yeah, I just didn't know there was a delay. Now we do. All right, so now that's a simple little math question for you, but I'm not going to do math on stream. 108 is our delay. So if I go ahead and change our delay to 108, I'll probably do that. Heck, I'll do that after this, Lincoln. I'll do it after this. EC2F Yep, EC2, CF. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we lined it up now. All right, so we're going to go back to 0, 10,000, delay. We're going to leave the delay at 108. And now we're just going to go ahead and look for our super awesome spread again, of which will only be 1. Okay, so here we go. 30,298 is our new target. All right, so here we are again. 30,298. Here we go. 30298. Hold X, and boom. Here we are. Shiny Mew. 6IV, as you can see there. Oh, nope. Fudge. Okay, hold on. Ignore everything I just did. Ignore everything I just did. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened, guys. Nothing happened. There's absolutely nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. We'll just ignore. Yep. Okay, 30,298. Yeah, we'll just turn back down. Whatever. Nothing ever happened. I don't know what you're all talking about. Nothing. Yeah. Hold X. Unpause. And look at that. Shiny Mew. Right there. Shiny Mew. 6 IVs. As you can see there, IVs 31, 31, 31, 31, 31, 31. Ability 1. Modest nature. It is a beautiful specimen. I did not. I was going to catch it in a Premier Ball. Look at it. Look how beautiful this thing is. Anyways, and then I'm going to also do a 100% catch on it, because I can. So for that, go to Premier Ball. Okay, pause. Hold select, and advance 1. I can... Lincoln, I can always respawn it, too. Okay. That's fine. Oh, nuts. Crud. We're just going to do this again. Whatever. Because we know our delay and everything and the frames are constant, it's unlike other games. We can always hit it as long as we hit the same target. So we can do it again. Hector B13, thank you for following. See, there we go. It showed up again. Great. Hi there. Look at this. It's a shiny Mew. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up our balls. Where's my balls? Here's my ball. Okay, advance to 0. And there. I'm not going to use a Great Ball. And look at that! There we are! We caught Shiny Mew. Yeah, I'll use a Beast Ball. That's not what it looks like. It doesn't look like that at all. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I like how the sprite changes to shiny as it appears there. No, we're not going to give it a nickname. It's Mew. And it's in our party now. Here's our Mew. I'm not going to name it after someone's cat. It's mine. So there you go. So that little glitch there, that Pomeg glitch, let us get to Faraway Island with the old sea map and catch Shiny Mew. We were able to RNG the Shiny Mew, and then we were able to use paintings to affect the seed that we ended up with. Really, this event should have been available to everyone, but it wasn't. Trade me a magic... Damn, a Magikarp. That is pretty sweet. What other mythical... Well, you can also do the same codes for something like Deoxys, or there's one more. What's the other one? There's... Let's see. There's Naval Island. Birth Island is Deoxys. What's Naval Rock? Ho and Lugia? Oh, yeah. Ho and Lugia are legendaries, they're not mythicals. But yeah, you could do... None of the legends in this game are shiny locked. So you can do Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, yeah, Deoxys if you can do the unlock it. What's on Birth Island and Naval Rock? Oh yeah, Deoxys is on that. Oh, Ho-Oh and Lugia are on Naval Rock. Okay. And yes, you can also do RNG for Jirachi as well, but that one you need the bonus disc for Coliseum. But yeah, so there you are. So let's go ahead and let's unlock Deoxys next. Oh, but first I'll need to clone some eggs. Because I don't want to have to deal with finding more of those bad eggs. Oh yeah, and then I could just clone a whole bunch of Mews. I guess I could do that too. I don't know which form. No, I'll trade you the Mew for a Magikarp. Sure. I mean, what I have to do is I have to get a copy of I need to get a DS Lite, and then I can transfer this save for the emulator over to it, and then I can transfer it. I think you can trade them. Can you trade the Mew up to Gen 4 via? Yeah, you could. Yeah, okay, yeah. DS Lite plus 3DS plus Switch. Yeah, because with the DS Lite, I get it onto the Emerald cartridge, and then I have to get it from Gen 3 to Gen 4 first. Then from there I get it onto. Okay, I can send it up to Gen 4 via emulator. Okay, so I can do it up to Gen 4 there, and then copy the emulator save over to the cartridge, and then transfer it from Gen 4 to Gen 5, and then once it's in Gen 5, yeah, Gen 4 to 5 is basically, I get a 3DS and a DS, and then once it's in Gen 5, I can then use the Pokemon Transporter to move it to Pokemon Bank, and then I can move Pokemon Bank to Pokemon Home, and there we go. Yeah, I know, it needs an actual cartridge. That's why I need the DS Lite, so that I can put the backup thing on it. Yeah, so I need to get a copy of... No, wait, no, I don't need to get a copy of... I don't know why I'm saying that. I literally have Sapphire right here. No, wait, no, the Sapphire is for Jirachi. I need to get a copy of Platinum, or whatever. Anyways, you could do a whole bunch of stuff. There is a way for me to get this Mew all the way up to Pokemon Home if I really want to. No, my boxes are all named weird things now. Yeah, I know. Some would just tell me to PK Hex it to Gen 8. Because I can just read it and then import it into Gen 8 and then transfer it into Home from there. I feel like I should do the whole journey at least once, though. Because it's important. Alright. Now we see them. I saved. Now I'm going to go ahead and clone some eggs. And again, this is the same cloning glitch we went over before. Yep, okay, we'll save there. And now we restart. I'm going to increase the speed to 200 just to... Sometimes it feels slow. There we go. We got an extra Mew now. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and unlock Naval Rock, which is where Deoxys is. So this is pretty much, you know, the same kind of stuff. Going to be renaming our boxes stuff. Going to go ahead and fly to this one as well. You need to hatch the egg in Mauville City as well. So it's pretty simple. We'll just go back to Mauville City and we'll rename our boxes. A lot of these actually are going to be similar because it's basically the same general code. So I don't have to rename every single one. Alright. So go back to 100%. That is correct. I don't need to change that. This I do need to rename. Oh, whoops. Starts with space. Oh, whoops. Okay. Righty that. 48 dot. Oh, and the space. Again, they're going to have some existential crises in the game. Question mark. Righty. Dots. Righty. Exclamation point. N. This one's right as is. This one's close, but it needs to be renamed. It's not exactly right. Exclamation point. E, comma. Exclamation point. Actually, I might try to actually stream during Pokemon Day itself. 6 Okay, that's perfect. I don't need to change that. Don't need to change that. Don't need to change M-Flow. Don't need to change that. 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 Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I might try to stream the actual presentation. Yeah, I might actually try to be live. All right, so here we go. Now we just have to hatch the egg. And again, this egg takes a long time to hatch. Well, you could go back in the VOD app us know. It's there. It is there. I actually RNG'd the shiny Mew like 3 times, because the first time I wasn't displaying the emulator, so you couldn't actually see it. The second time I got it, but then I had to load a save to do the 100% catch RNG, which then meant I had to RNG the 3rd time. So I RNG'd it 3 times. Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened, okay? Yes, you can do this without emulator. You can. You need to use like Eon Timer and stuff like that, but you can do this without emulator. Papa Jeffe actually did it without emulator. The delays for these Pokemon are pretty well known. Actually, Zundamouse sent them to me, I just ignored it. Not ignored it, I forgot that he sent it to me until just now. Alright, let's go hatch. And when it hatches, we should get the exact same thing as last time, where we get the certificate thing, and then that man in the upper right, upper left gives us the way to get to the mat, get to Deoxys. Here we go. Yep. Oh! I'm fucked up somewhere. Whoops! Calf. Alright. Let's double check. Righty that. Oh, it's a B, that's why. Okay, that's what I messed up. It's a B, not an 8. Yep, there you go. You mess up one thing, and that happens. You get calf. I think that probably is the problem. Let's try it again. So that's why you should double check all your work. But if it happens, just reset. As long as you didn't save like after you hatched the egg. Calf. I love that. Calf. Yeah, you just do this. We can do this even faster. I did calfed up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, to err is human, but to really mess things up requires a computer. My dad always had that in his study because he worked with computers, and I always wondered what it meant until I actually started coding and doing computer stuff on a regular basis. This is fire. I love this mixtape. Flying. I love the music in speed. Alright. Alright. I don't think it mattered. There we go. It worked this time. It was that B. We're gonna go ahead and release this glitchy thing. Release. Gone. Forever. Bye-bye, question marks. Alright, now we can safely save the game. And now we go to Lily Cove, and we're gonna go ahead and RNG. Actually, before we RNG it, let's, let me show off some painting RNG. No, actually, no. If I was able, yes, it would soft lock the game essentially if I were to open a summary of it. So I just wanted to get rid of it. Reshape, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying. All right, back to Lee Cove. But yeah, that's why I'm not looking at the summary, because I don't want to soft lock. You know, I put a lot of work into getting that right. I didn't want to have to do it again. Alright, take me there. Get on board, youngster. Let's go there. There's something weird. We're gonna figure out what it is. Deoxys I have not personally RNG'd yet. Well, actually I didn't RNG the Mew either, but I understood how it worked. Is there anything in here? Is there even anything? I don't know. I've never been here. For all I know, there's nothing here. Besides Deoxys. I don't even think there's any encounters. Is there an item there? There's not. Oh, you don't actually hear Professor Oak. I forgot, you don't hear Professor Oak's voice in this game because your dad actually exists. Your dad is not Mr. Mime. Spooky. Really spooky. Super spooky. Oh. That's Ho-Oh. I thought Naval Rock was the one with, oh, well. Oh, man, can't it? Fudge. Oh, I only have, like, level 30 Pokemon. Oh, well, I'm just gonna reset so that we can do this again. Yeah, that's not Deoxys at all. That's not a Deoxys. It's okay. We're gonna pretend it's Deoxys. Is it version locked? Which one you get? No, it says Emerald. Shouldn't. Are they both here? We're just gonna pretend this is Deoxys. I know it's a weird Deoxys. It's a new style one. This is probably the way to get to Lugia. Just keep going deeper, 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 deeper. This one this one you get to interact with. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and check Zundamouse's delay thing that he sent me. Oh, that's Shadow RNG. Okay, 375 frames. Alright, 375 is about that, so I'm going to go ahead and put a delay of 375. It would probably help if you saw what I was doing. Alright, here we go, 375. The seed in this case is actually 0 because I haven't touched anything. We're not going to look for anything crazy IV-wise. I already have a bunch of these 6 IVs or better. Oh, I should probably pause this. Give me a second. Figure out where we are and then pause it. We're on Advance 6IV Mew. Okay. How many? They're pretty much all from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Because it's very easy to RNG a high IV one there. So we're just going to go with the first one, which is 16177. I'll speed up a little bit, though. Alright, 16177. 2. We'll do a save state here. Now keep in mind, because this fudge. I accidentally loaded the state. Give me 1 second. Damn it. Hold up. Damn it. Okay, so one thing that's annoying is that if you hold up. Let me check this BizHawk thing. Yeah. All right, so one thing that's annoying is that if you go ahead and you load a state by accident, it will restore the save to that point. So because I didn't make a save afterwards, because I didn't make a save state afterwards, I accidentally went back to the time before Mew. So here we are before Mew. So well, you get to watch me RNG Mew again. Which I'll go ahead and bring up the battle record again to change our seed. God. Alright. This is annoying. That's okay. B38464FB. What did I say my delay was again? Oh, it's right here. 108. Okay. Oh wait, I think I can just load the state, right? Yeah. I can just load the state. Okay, great. 298. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that! Shiny Mew! Oh my god! Okay. Save state. Whoops. Okay. Calculator delay. 29. Okay, we caught Mew. Whoa! Craziness. No! Save the game. Okay, so probably not gonna go well. I'll actually do the right thing this time, and I'll actually get the naval rock, not the birth, whatever it is, to get Deoxys this time. All right. So why not? Why not have another Mew? Too fast, too fast. Slow down. Alright. Clone a Mew. Go. And we're going to do the cloning glitch again. Draw the egg. Draw the Mew. Do this. Yep. Nope, I do not want to save the game. Yep, they exist in both spots. Great, great, great. Back to Mauville. And we'll do the right code this time. Alright, slow this back down to normal. Alright. So we don't want Naval Rock, we want Birth Island. Alright, now luckily a lot of this code is the same here. Because again, this is the general, like, do a mystery gift thing. Alright, so let's go all the way back to the beginning. That's correct. This needs to be renamed. Space. Question mark. Righty. Space. This needs to be renamed to righty that. F. Exclamation point. Righty. Oh no, I got that wrong. There. That would have caused another crack attack. Alright. It's 3 EF6. Point in. That's correct. This needs to be renamed. Because I think this is the item ID. Yep. M-flow. Yep. 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 Okay. Alright, we should be good this time. We just need to save. Go ahead and hatch the egg. Wolf Temp, thank you for the follow. Welcome. We're going for Deoxys this time. We're going to do Ace to find a Deoxys. We already did Shiny Mew because we can. Now we're going to do Shiny Deoxys. Master Max, thank you for the follow as well. Hey, Poseidon. So yeah, we just named the boxes a whole bunch of incomprehensible gibberish. We're trying to hatch this random egg, and then it will cause an old man to give us a ticket to catch Deoxys. Then I will go ahead and look at a video of a battle that happened in the past, and that will make me catch a 6IV Deoxys. Yep, okay. Now, hopefully... Okay, good. Got the Aurora ticket. Is that the right one? Is Aurora ticket the right one? I feel like that's... Yeah, okay. Aurora ticket. Can't see any of the chat? That's weird. now let's go ahead and get rid of this Pokemon here because I do not want it. And it's gone for good. Alright, now we can safely save the game, and then we're going to go ahead and RNG Deoxys. We're going to actually do the whole battle video thing again, so it's going to have the same IVs and everything. It's basically going to be a functional clone of the Mew, at least in terms of IVs and PID and everything, but it's still a shiny Deoxys. It's a shiny Deoxys at the end of the day. Here we go. We're on Birth Island this time instead of Naval Island. Alright. Save right here. I think it's just press X one time. Oh no. It does a thing. It's gonna hide from me. Does it keep hiding? What, is this another minigame? I feel like I got it wrong. Okay, what am I doing here? What is going wrong? Right? Okay, no. How am I fucking up, though? I don't even understand what's happening. Is it, like, time-based? What's going on? Yes, I can tell it's a minigame, but I don't understand the rules of this minigame. But what is a certain way? Alright, hold on a second. Okay. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that's not right, though. Hold on. Approach the triangle from below and press A. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, the steps are... This is weird. See, it's yes, you're right. I need to interact with the triangle from a different side each time, but I mean, I think I've got most of it without this. This thing is not the whatever was sent to me is not right, but okay, I almost got it. I almost got it here. Okay, bottom, top, there. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can see that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can see that. 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. All right, we gotten further. Okay. Okay. This should encounter it. We should be okay now. Yeah, okay. There we go. There's the Deoxys. Okay. So now we can actually RNG it. Jeez, that was annoying. Alright, let me find the delay. 500 frames. Okay. Alright, so our target is 29906. 29906. Gotta loosen the Charmander. Okay, 29906. We'll get there eventually. It's very silent here. It's peaceful. Also, F this puzzle. How would anyone have figured it out? Do. Go. We made a save there. Yeah, by bashing. I mean, I guess I did almost figure it out based off just off of that alone, but there we go. So when we do this 29906, we should find a shiny Deoxys. If I'm right and the delay is 500. Oh man, it's so quiet. It's not a single sound. And okay, we're at 28,000. Well, seems like a good spot as any to make another save. There we go. All right, 299. 29906. Hold X, press this, and pray. Oh, perfect. We did it. Shiny Deoxys, 6 IVs. Modest nature. Pretty. I like shiny Deoxys. now let's go ahead and put this in a Premier ball. All right, so I'll go ahead and make another save right here. I'll just do save slot 1 for that. All right. We calculated delay. Ooh, wow, that's a very hard to catch Pokemon. All right, so now we go ahead and we can reload that save. Find out how many advances we need to go to get a 100% catch. Whoops. Oop, whoops. That's a lot. There we go. Caught it in the, first try, first ball in a Premier Ball. It mutated to a laser beam. Amazing. We're not going to give it a nickname, though. We're just going to keep it there. There we are. So there, you can see we RNG'd 2 shiny mythicals. And the painting method is not very hard, but you really do need the Lua. So let's go ahead, since we're going to be in Lily Cove after we return. I'll show you how painting works. Lovely Deoxys. All right, so painting. The paintings are here in the museum in Lily Cove. Any of the paintings will do. I've used this one usually. Switch to this. So if you look at the bottom left here, you have initial seed, you have battle video seed, you have painting timer. So if I were to look at a painting, see it changes the initial seed based off of what the painting timer is. So you can actually use the painting timer if you're using the Lua to determine what initial seed you're going to get. In my experience, it's about so the delay is about 1D. So if for instance, like let's say here, let's advance a tiny bit. This way I don't have to do math on stream. Okay, so if I were to press X here and look at the painting, the initial seed it will give me is usually about 1D higher, so it would be B8 1D as the initial seed. And let me show you that. So let's go ahead and I'm holding X, I'm holding the A button, and I'm unpausing. And there you see the initial seed is B8 1D, just like I said it would be. So you can use that. And let's go ahead and I'll bring up, Gen 3 Wild. I'm going to actually have to go to Pokefinder for this. It does. It does. Okay, so if like for instance, you go to the searcher here, and you say, I don't know, look for a 31 IV Pokemon that's shiny in any encounter slot. You don't find any. No, the gender ratio doesn't matter. Fine, we'll just look for 31 HP and 31 speed. Okay, so here we go. We find this one. This one is a shiny Pokemon that's pretty decent, but we want to find out what's initial seed we'd want to get. If you right click it and you do generate times for seed, it will bring up another window, which I'll now display. It'll bring up this seed to time window, and you can see here for if you get the seed 13F, and then you go 76 to 18 advances, you will get that particular PID and spread and everything. So then all you have to do here is some simple math. You already have the seed here, so all you need to do is take that, and in my case, because I know that it's 1D, I just take 13F minus 1D, and it says 122. So 122, when the painting timer for me says 122, 122, then we can look at the painting. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset just so you can see. Oh, it's actually not possible for for that to hit because the painting timer is too fast, too furious. Maybe if I slow it down a little bit. No, that won't work. Yeah, there's no way to yeah. So that one is just not doable. But essentially that's what you do. Is you just find out what this initial seed you're looking for is, and then go ahead and yeah, no, we're not doing it right now, Bulbasaur. But yeah, you just find out what the initial seed is, find out whatever the painting timer is, and then go ahead and look at the painting at the right point. And then if you want to, you can go and do a battle tower battle, save the video, and now you've saved that that seed essentially. That's how I did the Mew seed. I hit the initial seed that would give me that IV spread, the 6IV spread, did a battle video like you saw, recorded the video, saved it, and then whenever I want to, I can watch that video and it'll set my seed to that seed, and there we go. I can RNG it. So that's how I ended up with the with my Mew and my and that's how we ended up with Mew and Deoxys. Yes, there is actually a glitch where you can catch someone's Battle Tower Pokemon. I haven't messed around with that one in particular, but I just did the Pomeg glitch testing to make sure that I could successfully unlock like the Faraway Island and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of codes. I'll post them in Discord. But yeah, there you go. There's your Pokemon Emerald Ace exhibition. And let's go to Naval Rock next. I did, and it didn't go well. But yeah, I mean, essentially, yeah, you can give yourself Naval Rock and catch a Ho-Oh and Lugia there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of codes. There's like 3 different paste bins of codes. You can change your Tade, you can change your Sid. Oh, let me show one that I think is actually going to be pretty useful. Give me 1 second. I need to find it. There we go. Read Sid from Pokemon in box slot 9. Okay. So this one is also going to be super useful to anyone who wants to figure out what their secret ID is. Which form is it? It's this form. I don't know which form this is, but it's that form. Okay, so now, let's say you don't know what your secret ID is, but you want to RNG Pokemon. Speed form. Okay, there you go. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have one of those eggs. Okay, so we have one of those eggs. Now we're going to need to deposit a Pokemon into box 9, slot 27. One of your own Pokemon, ideally. Which, okay. They're all named weird things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm going to deposit this Shuppet. And to box 9, slot 27. So here's 30, 29, 28, 27. Place it there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this egg here and put it right here. And I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here. This one doesn't need to be done in the Mallville Pokemon Center, but I'm doing that just because. I'm going to go ahead and put in the codes now. But yeah, put a Pokemon, one of your Pokemon, in box 9, slot 27. And now we're going to go ahead and put in the code. By code, I mean we're going to rename our boxes. And these ones are going to be a whole new... Jason! Heavy Rain. Oh wait, no, that one's in lowercase n. Jason. Where's the asterisk? Oh, I see. Okay, KN, lowercase KN and emulator. Okay, this is emulator. Naming these boxes causes when the egg hatches to get a whole bunch of code, executed in the game. So, like in some, like the ones that I did before unlock mystery gifts. This one is going to do something with secret ID. Okay, this one requires a space, question mark, righty. X What's the mystery? The mystery gift one is if you name the boxes right and hatch the egg in the Mallville Pokemon Center, you can then talk to the old man in the upper left corner and he'll give you the mystery gift for, like, to unlock either, like, Faraway Island or Naval Island or Birth Island. So that's how I was able to get to the island with Mew. Question mark. Yeah, that's how you get an army of Chads. Whoops. G. Question mark. N. 2 spaces. Oh, me too. That's why I'm doing all this stuff, basically. E. Oh, I need the female symbol. E, female symbol. B, R, M. 3 spaces. This one is super easy. This one is just E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starts with space, question mark, righty, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like it when it's that easy. Oh, here we have good old M-Flow. Yeah, this one is not supposed to be named M-Flow. This one's okay. We're fine. Y... L-R... Yeah, M-flow returns. Starts with space. God, you. What were you waiting for, Hetty? Space after that. Dots. Two spaces. Oh, that's awesome, though. That is so cool. I'm jealous, actually, a little bit. Three spaces. This one is called... Why not? I messed something up somewhere. What did I fuck up? Okay, that's right. Okay, so this is... Oh, I missed this one. This is why. Okay. This is where I've messed up. Now this one should be M-flow. Okay, so I was off by one in a whole bunch of them. But it would have caused an issue, so it's good that we caught it now. N. Go, dots. Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, that's where I messed up. Luckily, I didn't change that one, so that one stays the same. This one, it will be the et. getting. Let's see, same. Okay, this is the last one. This one does need to be renamed to Space Righty. What space it would be? Okay. Now, if I did this right, and I put the Pokemon in the right spot, I'm gonna go ahead and save. This is a different code, Tiggs. This is a different code, and this does something completely different, which I think will be pretty exciting if it works. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and hatch this egg. So we put a Pokemon in box 9, slot 27. Now, if we did this right, when this egg hatches, it's going to take the secret ID of that Pokemon, and it's going to overwrite our trainer ID with it. So if this works, what will happen is that now you will know your secret ID, and then all you have to do is just reset to before you hatch the egg. Because now you have your secret ID and your trainer ID, and then you can proceed to RNG Pokemon without ever having to do any sort of other manipulation. You can do this on your own home cart, so you can find out your secret ID 100%. This will just take a little while to hatch, but that's, again, if I put in the codes right and I put the Pokemon in the right slot. I'm pretty sure I did, but you never know. Now, let's go ahead and look at my trainer ID. That did not work. What did I mess up? Did not work, because I should be able to look at my trainer ID card, and it should show trainer ID is 211. It should show different things. So what did I mess up here? Box 9 should be the YL ROM one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27. So I should have taken that Pokemon information and overwritten. Should have overwritten. Yeah, it's in box 9, slot 27. Because here's 24, 25, 26, 27. Is it 0 indexed? I do not know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is 0 indexed. I mean, I could put Pokemon in more than one spot. It could be because I'm on an emulator, and there's some stuff that's like emulator specific and not emulator specific. Maybe maybe I should be not using the emulator specific code. Hard to tell, but it looks right. I'll double check it next time. And then there's M-Flow. That's right. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset. I'm going to put Pokemon in more than one of them. I'm going to fill up that bottom slot with Pokemon. And I'm going to change the codes to use the non-emulator ones. Well, actually, what I'll do first is I'll put more than one Pokemon in each of their spots. That's first, and then from there, yeah, we'll put more than one Pokemon in those spots, just to make sure. We'll cover this whole row. These should all have the same secret ID. Alright, this should really cover our bases here. And if this doesn't work, we'll change the codes. Hatch the egg. Whee! I'm having fun. I don't know about y'all. I like eggs. I like hatching eggs. I like going back and forth forever. Alright, now let's check to see. Okay, it didn't work, so I think we're going to use the non-emulator codes. Let's slow this down to a sane speed. Lowercase I. I think those are the only ones, yeah. Righty that. And that's the only changes to the codes. Yeah, that's the only changes to the codes. Everything else is the same. just making sure there's no righty, there's no lefty. Okay. Hey, Jay Sunny here, coming to you live. Whee, how far can I go? I can go pretty far. I haven't fought you. No, actually I have fought you already. Whee, we go pretty far. Unobstructed way. The music is so weird. Oh yeah! Now we're playing with power. Alright, now let's see if that worked. Ideally... Alright, it worked this time, so I just need to use the right code. So now, if you look at my trainer ID, it used to be 11111. Now it has replaced the secret ID. It has taken the secret ID of the Pokemon, which is a Pokemon that I caught, so it has my secret ID, and it replaced my trainer ID with my secret ID. So now, if you didn't have your secret ID already, you can now write this down, and you're like, okay, great. Now I know what my secret ID is, and then you can just go ahead and reset the game. Reset the game, and oh no, don't do that, because you didn't save. So now your trainer ID and your secret ID are back to what they were before, but your secret ID has not changed. So yes, now we know that my secret ID is my SID is 21150, which we already knew that. I mean, with the Lua, you could. With the Lua, you can see right there my trainer ID and secret ID. But now, if you're on a console, you can find out what your secret ID is with that code, and bam, now you can RNG. And because the initial seed always starts at 0, you can now use Eon Timer to pretty much guarantee yourself wild Pokemon or static Pokemon that are shiny. And so that, I feel like that one is one of the most important codes you should use. I mean, if you want to, Hetty, you can save the game after you do that thing, and then your secret ID and your trainer ID are exactly the same. But yeah, there you go. I think that's all the ace ones I was going to show off today. But I feel like we got a good amount done. We caught shiny Mew, we caught shiny Deoxys, we figured out how to figure out our secret ID without using the Lua or anything. Yeah, we did painting. I get it. I understand. This is pretty confusing, but I'm more than happy to help out if anyone wants to try this out themselves. And I will catch you all next time. I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm getting a little tired. Yeah, the RNG for Emerald for Gen 3 is going to be on the site soonish. The static is ready to go, but Wild I'm still working on getting some stuff populated and making it work properly. But I'm still working on it. It'll be the first website update in a while. For those of you who are for you, Hetty, I'll do ORAS next. I'll do ORAS maybe tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, for those of you who are subs, I'll post it in the I'll post the development website, and that's where I'm going to put it first to test. And yeah, it'll be fun. So I'll catch you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all learned something. At the very least, saw something that you think was cool. And I'll catch you all then. Have a good one.